This is Big Leagues Country Roads Rankings. Yoo-hoo!
Country Roads have taken us home to the place where we belong. The Country Roads Rankings are top 10 Division 5, 6, and 7 area squads in North Central Ohio. I am Travis Berardi, lover of all pepperoni rolls, lover of all country roads. I've been traveling a lot of them in our tournament coverage for volleyball and soccer, and I'm going to be traveling some more coming up this week as well. But let's talk football right now as we have our final Country Roads rankings of the season. I can tell you, for the first time, a team is at the top and has clinched the championship. We are brought to you by Truex Printing. If you need a pamphlet, you need a flyer, you need a sign, you need a picture, a card, anything, Truex Printing is the place to go. But, let's get right into it. Our final top 10 of the regular season here in North Central Ohio. It is time to show the top 10 for the Country Roads Rankings, the final top 10. And at number 10, the Fredericktown Freddies finish out at the 10th spot. The tough loss to Centerburg. They were right in the middle, but because of the loss, dropped down. A lot of teams ahead of them got some big victories, so they will finish as number 10. The Fighting Scott Spittlers, though, are in week number 11, and I have a feeling they have a chance to win a couple games in that region as well. The Fredericktown Freddies finishing out as the number 10 team with 8 victories. They did have 2 upset wins and then 1 blowout. That's why they were so far below, so they didn't have a lot of running clock victories. A lot of teams at the top had a lot of blowout wins, running clock victories. That's why I put this in here to determine some of the great teams with records from the better teams with records. So Fredericktown, though, top 10 in the area. At number 9, the Seneca East Tigers. What a win over Mohawk to give them a home game in week number 11. The Tigers, they could have been flirting with a top 4 spot had they have kicked that field goal against Northmore. Northmore iced them, missed it, and then Northmore wins it in overtime in week 3. But that was probably the difference between Seneca East possibly getting a top 4 spot. But nonetheless, they're still in the postseason. 7 victories, a few blowout wins. They had an upset of Mohawk and some running clock victories as well to keep them at number 8. At number 9, now to number 8, and that is the Mohawk Warriors. Mohawk at the number 8 spot. The big victory over Cary to give them a chance at a conference championship in week 10, but Seneca East spoiled that for them. As Mohawk, though, will finish in the 8th spot. 8 victories, the 1 upset victory over Cary. They had some blowouts. They had some running clock victories, but, a lot more from teams ahead of them. The strength of schedule is what cost them not a lot of victories from teams that they had defeated so far this season. So, though, still, Mohawk finishing as the 8th best team in the Country Roads Rankings. Now to number 7. And that number 7 team is Western Reserve. The Rough Riders are playing in week number 10. If they would have been healthy all season long, they probably would have flirted with a 10-0 record. Tough losses, early on in the season, I believe in Margaretta, and then a tough loss to Monroeville that cost them the chance at a Firelands Conference Championship, but they still finished number 7, and they are still playing in the postseason. So congratulations, Western Reserve. And I just talked about our number 6 team. That is the Monroeville Eagles. The Firelands Conference champs will be sitting out in week number 11, as they are the number 6 team in the Country Roads Rankings, and they are the number 4 seed in their region, Region 22, D7. So they will be, or Region 25 in D7, as they will be sitting out week number 11, and they'll get the rest up for week 12. The Firelands Conference champs, 8 wins, some running clock victories, some blowouts, a couple upsets as well to get them there. But this is what we've seen so far. Our top 10. And we'll show you our number 5 team as well in the Mount Gilead Indians right here 9 victories, a school record. Congratulations to Coach Mike Reed's squad, as the Mount Gilead Indians are in week number 12. They got the bye. They were the 4 seed, just out reaching the Colonel Crawford Eagles. They finished with 9 wins, 4 upsets, 4 blowout victories, 2 running clock wins, had some strength of schedule. If they would have beaten Centerburg, I think they would have had a very good chance at getting to the top spot in the Country Roads rankings. But Mount Gilead finishing at number 5, as you see the top 10-5 right here. And I mean, look at how close 1 and 2 is. This is called a tease, folks, because the top 2 teams, actually the top 3 teams, are playing for it into week number 10. But we'll find that out here momentarily after a word from Truex Printing and Truly Inspired Paper Company.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it Truly Inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
Thank you once again to Truex Printing, the Truly Inspired Paper Company, as well, for being our sponsor these weeks for the Country Roads rankings as we wrap up our Country Roads rankings for football for 2025. You've seen number 10 to number 5. It is now time to unveil the top 4 teams in the Country Roads rankings. Who finished top 4? Well, number 4, the Colonel Crawford Eagles. Colonel Crawford, 9 victories, a share of the Northern 10 championship with the Cary Blue Devils. 5 running clock victories, 7 blowouts, 1 upset of Mohawk, and a partridge in a pear tree. But a lot of strength of schedule as well. Also the division bonus. They had 5 ranks ahead of them. 1 Division 4, which was Upper Sandusky, and then a couple Division 5 teams too to help them finish in the top 4 for that. They finished 5 spots, 5 points ahead of Mount Gilead for that number 4 spot. Now to our number 3 team, the Hillsdale Falcons fall from 1st to number 3 after their tough loss at their WCAO rival Norwayne. That could have been for the conference championship. They fall by 7, outscore Norwayne 8-3 in the second half, but it was too little too late. I did see a picture, a view of an interception late that actually, you look back on the replay, it might have been an incomplete pass. Looked like it hit the ground before Norwayne took it out. So that kind of affected the game a little bit. Who knows what could have happened if that was called incomplete anyway. But 9 victories for Hillsdale, 1 upset win over Doughton. Look at all the blowouts and the running clock victories as well. Good strength of schedule, but it wasn't for naught. If they would have won, they would have clinched the Country Roads Rankings Championship. Who finished as runner-up? The Margaretta Polar Bears were the ones that finished 2 points behind our champion. 9 wins. They won an SBC divisional title. They're the number 1 overall seed in their region. They get the bye, but 9 wins, 1 upset victory over Hopewell Loudon that shot them up the list, but it came down to division points. Division points are what gave the Centerburg Trojans the Country Roads Ranking Championship. They had the blowout win over Fredericktown. So you get the running clock victory, the blowout. That's 8 points right there. They also beat a team 1 division ahead. That is 2 more. So 10 points right there were pretty much what was the difference, allowing them to jump Margaretta and Hillsdale to get the Country Roads Rankings Championship. Talked to Coach Coella on the podcast just last night. They were looking to, get a nice week of practice. Not too strong of a practice week for them, though, just to get healthy for week number 12 when they play at home. But They got the Freddie Berg Trophy on Friday night. They got a KMAC Championship on Friday night. And now they have a Country Roads Rankings Championship as well. Congratulations to the Centerburg Trojans. They finish 2 points ahead of Margaretta for the championship. Hillsdale also, shout out to them. The top 6 teams got byes. That's how accurate this looks like this is being. The top 6 teams got byes in their regions. Mohawk, Seneca East, Fredericktown, also teams playing in the postseason as well. Cary just finished outside the top 10 at 11. So I think that's pretty accurate from what we were able to do with, 10 points for a win, 5 points for an upset, 3 points for a blowout, which is 21 points or more. You also get 5 points if it's a running clock victory, and then every victory of your opponents over the course of the season gives you 3 points. So you total 3 points per victory at the end of the year and get the strength of schedule as well. But I believe this was a good one. Centerburg, the number 1 team in the Country Roads Rankings for 2025. But we want to congratulate everybody that made the Country Roads Rankings this year. But the Trojans, one of the favorites, I believe, in Region 23 D6. The top 5 had 3 of D6 Region 23 in there. So, I mean, that's a stacked region as well. Hillsdale, the number 1 seed in theirs. Margaretta, the number 1 seed in theirs as well. So I think we got it right this year. Folks, tell me if I'm wrong, though, in the comment section. You know what isn't wrong tonight? The Mansfield Christian Lady Flames winning a regional semifinal. The first trip to regionals, they get a win under head coach Jesse Ryder, our friend at the OH Report, and they are moving on to the Elite Eight. So congratulations to Jesse and squad there. But that's the first of our regional coverage. Got 2 volleyball and I believe a soccer tomorrow. We got more soccer coming up on Thursday in volleyball. Friday, we got football, week 1 of the playoffs. And then Saturday, some regional championship soccer and volleyball coming your way. So a lot coming your way. But just want to congratulate our top 10 one more time. Fredericktown 10th, Seneca East 9th, Mohawk 8th, Western Reserve 7th, Monroeville 6th, Mount Gilead 5th, Crawford 4th, Hillsdale 3rd, Margaretta 2nd, and your champs, the Centerburg Trojans. Congratulations to all of you, but that'll do it on these country roads. We've reached our destination this season. We'll come back hopefully for the basketball season for the top 10 for girls and boys as well as stat leaders there. But for now, I am Big League Berardi hitting those country roads one final time. I will see you later.